We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Hey, it's postseason time. We got a really big video here. Big Ten Wrestling Preview 2024. But before we dive in, I want to give a big shout out here. We're going back 15 years to a personal hero of mine, Andrew Lishke, state open champion for Bethel. Let's just
Round of applause, 130 pounds, crushing it.
15
Nobody
years
won.
ago and maybe a month, this guy did it. And I think that deserves a shout out.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
ring of champion.
Yeah. It didn't win Class M's though, but
M's is harder than opens. Everyone knows that.
yeah, exactly.
So from one open champion to another, I shout you out. Now let's get into the video. Big Tens. We have 125. The pre-seeds are out 1 to 14. This is how the brackets are going to go. And it's very exciting because 125 has been the craziest weight of the season. And let's just look at the allocations really quick. 9 are slotted in, top 9 for this weight. I think that seems pretty fair. Tristan Lujan maybe is the one guy that could have some upset potential to sneak in there. But
You don't think Cardani?
No.
Okay.
no, but
Cardani's not bad.
No, I mean it's a tough top 9.
Yeah.
it is a tough top 9.
Mike,
I mean,
were you upset to see Braden Davis's seed?
No, because when he wins, it's not going to matter.
I don't know. He got to beat Eric Barnett though.
No, I actually think he could. I mean, not to get so deep into Penn State already, but I don't think they really care that much about Big Tens. I think
No,
they're
they
like, we qualify and then we'll go for nationals. Like it is what it is. I mean, it's still an important tournament, but I think they're like, hey, we're going to qualify anyway. So like all that really matters is nationals. I would see Braden Davis as probably a top 5 finish. I think that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. I don't think it's guaranteed. I think it's reasonable. I think Matt Ramos has really shown that, he is the best guy, even though he had kind of an up and down season.
I mean, when you start your season losing to a high schooler, it's hard
Yeah,
to think that's the guy that's going to win the national title.
It is tough, but I think that we saw Matt Ramos get really hot this time of year last year, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it again. I mean, 125 seems to be the most open weight, but I think that Matt Ramos might have a bit of not a stranglehold, but he's got like a
What do you think of that D'Agostino Ayala matchup?
It's a rematch, so I'd like to see how this goes.
I mean, a lot of them are rematches.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. There's going to be a lot of Big Ten.
Pat McKee lost to Ramos 4-1. Pat McKee and Caleb Smith, I think, have wrestled.
Now,
Ayala, D'Agostino.
is it surprising that McKee, despite McKee pinning Barnett, that he got seated below him?
Body of work.
Despite McKee pinning
McKee
Barnett.
pinned Barnett. Like that was one of his. That was the last match of the season for him 2 weeks ago.
I guess it depends how much they favor head-to-heads.
Yeah, that's true.
Pat McKee also teched Caleb Smith.
So he's right where he should be.
And he lost to Ayala 8-6.
Yeah, but he pinned
Barnett. So
that's what I'm saying. Like he should be the 3 seed.
Yeah, it seems a little off. I don't know.
I'd like to see Drake Iowa have a good postseason. As much as I like to give Iowa crap, I still like a lot of the wrestlers. I'd like to see Ayala actually have a good career. Have a good solid performance.
I think Ramos Ayala is the destined finals here.
Yeah, I can see it. I think a lot of people are giving.
Smith will knock off McKee.
You think so?
McKee, I feel like he's really the guy that tends to get upset. So yeah.
What are you talking about? I feel like Pat McKee is like the guy in the postseason.
Not last year.
Yeah, he didn't really have the best.
We all thought, yeah, don't worry, he'll turn it up in the postseason in
Yeah,
the
when we picked
consolation
brackets
bracket.
last year.
And then he won like one match and got eliminated.
Listen, he's still a two-time All-American. I mean, you got to let that track record speak for itself. You know.
Yeah, but okay, but DiAgostino's an All-American, and I'm not really thinking he's gonna do anything super crazy.
That's the great thing about this weight. You just have no idea.
You
You
really
think
have. You
Houston's
really
gonna knock
don't.
off Macron?
Macron could slap a cradle on and pin Matt Ramos for all we know.
You think so? You think his cradle's that good?
Yeah, he pinned Jacob Camacho, and Camacho beat Matt Ramos. So by the associative property, bam!
Bam.
I don't know. I don't know if I would apply that.
What, he cradled Camacho? Some people have Camacho winning this
So
thing.
by the associative property, if Matt Ramos wins the national title, it's basically Marcus's Blaze's national title because he beat him.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. There we go.
It's pretty common sense, I think.
We at Cactus Wrestling love the associative property. We love Pokemon triangles, and we love Andrew Lishke.
And we do love Andrew Lishke. Yep.
Look for the bumper sticker that says it.
So who do you
Yeah, the three things we love.
who do you think is going to win this thing at 125? I'm going to pick Ramos.
I'm gonna go Ramos as well.
No,
think-
I can't pick against Ramos. He's been definitely true back to forms. It's closer to the postseason than he was in the beginning. So
I mean, you're talking about a guy that, and regardless of what happened, he still beat Spencer Lee, whether it was going to be by pin or by points. He's still a national finalist. Even if, he didn't beat Spencer Lee, he still would have been he would have been All-American guaranteed and a high All-American. He gave Spencer Lee a close match earlier in the season. He was competitive. I think that he started off like most guys, not so good in the beginning of the year, progressed, hit his stride. I think we're going to see a Matt Ramos that's looking for a very competitive Big Tens and for his first national championship.
yeah, I think that's fair. So I don't know if you guys watched our Big 12 preview, but Dayton Fix is obviously the guy we're talking about winning there. How about Brody Teske, who kept Fix to a decision, is the last seeded guy at 133 for Big Tens.
Brody Teske is just tough to score on. I mean, he did the same thing with RBY last season, where it was, end of the third period, RBY doesn't even have bonus points, and then he just locks up a cradle, pins him. He's super great at keeping these matches close with tough guys, but he's not winning a lot of these super close matches. He's just keeping, he's a good guy. He's just tough to score on. He's like a certain Michigan wrestler at 157, maybe, who's just like super good at being competitive.
Yeah, but that guy's way better.
Yeah,
he actually wins matches.
He's an All-American.
He is.
Yeah, he's an All-American. Like, there's a difference.
The Teske ride has been crazy. Like, coming out of high school, how highly recruited he was, going to Penn State, not going to Penn State, going to, I think he went to a D3 school for a bit, came back to Iowa. It's been such a wild ride.
Yeah. And now he's the 14th seed at Big Ten.
Yeah.
How many are allocated here? 9 or 8?
7.
7.
Oh,
he ain't making it.
No.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Are you serious?
He's got a long way to go and a short time to get
Who's
there.
he knocking off that he's going to make it?
Well, I don't think he's going to beat Nick Bouzakis, but that's a tough first round for Nick Bouzakis, especially over some of these other guys. Caden Brooks, he's kind of had an up and down season.
No, Graham Rooks is the one that almost All-American, right?
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Caden Brooks has not had that same run.
I would not be surprised to see Brody Teske somehow squeak in there.
How about Jacob Van D getting the 4 seed?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And Van D beat Ragusin. So this is a potential semifinals. First, it's going to probably be Van D and Nagao, which we didn't see happen in the duel. And then the winner will have Ragusin. Ragusin beat Nagao and lost to Van D. So is it possible that Jacob Van D is your Big Ten finalist?
I mean, it is possible by what you just described. I'm very skeptical that that's the case because despite Nagao's season, I feel like he's going to beat Van D.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
so quick on that.
Hey, Nagao got hot this time last year. I mean, he was a good wrestler, but he really showed how good he was at Big Tens. He was so tough on RBY with his riding ability. I'm like, man, this guy. I was like, dang, dude, like RBY is going for his third national title, not even going to win the Big Tens. Um,
Yeah, right.
and then we saw Nagao really, take the next step for nationals. I think similar to Matt Ramos, he's gonna kind of hit that stride here. Um, so not the best matchup for some guys, but
I don't know. I just think it's going to be tough. I mean, we saw Nagao lose to Dylan Shaver. We saw him lose
yeah,
to Zakis. He lost to Ragusin. Um, I I just think Van D, he's a scrambly dude. I don't know if stylistically Nagao will be. I mean, he's had
Did
such
they
a
not
hard time
wrestle?
finishing shots. No, Nagao got sick or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Van D and
So
Nagao. Oh, so this is that actually.
that's what I'm saying. I just think that Nagao's had a tough time finishing his shots, and Van D's well known for his scramble ability. I think that he could
you can squeak
potentially
by there. Yeah,
squeak by there, and then I don't know if Van D will beat Ragusin again.
But what you're saying is you think it's going to be Buzakis on Van D.
I think I can see
Well,
Buzakis winning this
Dylan
side.
Dylan Shaver, he's getting no respect here because he beat Buzakis earlier in the year.
He did, yeah.
Hey man, those Rutgers guys, they're slowly building a very competitive team.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think
They
that
they
like
got some studs on that lineup.
yeah, for sure. And it was a team that like I was like, oh, Rutgers in the Big Ten, well, whatever for years. And now I feel like they're slowly being like, hey, like we're not going anywhere, man. And they're getting guys and they're developing guys. And we're seeing it like Dylan Shaver.
Yeah, Schauffer's always been tough, but yeah, now he's finally getting those big wins.
Shaver
I still
Shaver lost to Tyler Wells though of Minnesota,
Mm.
and he
ooh,
also
the 8th
lost to
seed. Well, he's not going to run into him at this tournament in
he,
the championship. So
he's also lost to Ragusin twice this year. So I don't think Shaver's going to win this thing.
he's not going to. Both of those guys are on the other side of the bracket. He's like, oh, all right, this couldn't have been better for me. I beat Buzakis. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know if he'll beat Buzakis again though. I
I
feel
don't
like
think he'll do it.
Buzakis blew
I
that
think
match.
Buzakis is making the finals.
I was gonna say I actually think Buzakis is winning the Big Tens.
I
Honestly,
would,
I would get on board with that.
I think I would too actually.
I think that
Ragusin, he's definitely shown himself to be vulnerable. So, and also the fact that he's going to have to go through Van D slash Nagao.
yeah.
I feel like he's not going to. I feel like Ragusin's taking third or fourth at Big Tens.
I can't wait for Brody Teteski to knock off Buzakis first round to make us look like the fools that we are.
And then lose the next match and not wrestle back and not make it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not even qualify. No, Teski's going like 0-2.
Uh, no Iowa love over here. Tough
I
crowd.
said my piece about him earlier. I thought he was cool. I was really hyped for him coming out of high school for Penn State. Um, and there were rumors about why he didn't stick at Penn State, and I'm not going to get into him because that's his own personal stuff. But uh, I was super happy to see him continue wrestling, but I think he's kind of like not the same guy he was when he was recruited.
Yeah, so comment below 125 and 133 who's winning each weight class so far. 41. I love it. We
I
finally
can't imagine a more
it.
competitive top four.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nice.
Even top five, Sergio
Yeah.
Lemley, even a top five.
Yeah, Sergio Lemley gave Bo Bartlett a really close match, and
All right, well, to be fair, everyone's given Bo Bartlett a close match except Real Woods.
Yeah, that's true.
that's true. Brock Hardy did beat Lemley in the one matchup that they had this season. So assuming that everything goes to scratch and Hardy wins and Bo Bartlett beats Hamden, which he should, we're gonna see the Hardy Bartlett rematch that everyone wants to see. I think momentum's going in Brock Hardy's favor. I don't think
I mean, I picked
don't think
Hardy
he-
in the duel, but I think Hardy beat him at Big Tens last year.
Yeah. And I don't
So
think he's gonna get taken down by that sneak attack that he did. That was Bartlett got 2 takedowns, but I don't think he gives that one sneak attack. And that was Bartlett's only offensive score in the match. Hardy, realistically should have had that last takedown, and then
Look
no promises that he would have won, but it makes the match a lot more interesting. So
you got to remember, Brock Hardy is potentially dangerous.
I was about to say, like, I wonder what they're gonna do with the reffing situation, where they're just
No,
like,
there's
hey,
no review. We didn't have the cameras on.
or just
No,
like,
that
hey,
was
we're gonna have
potentially dangerous. He almost scored, so
having a
can't
ref
have that.
change. Bring that guy back in here. Yeah.
I heard
Um,
Mike Gabordi might be ref in this tournament.
that would be impressive. He's a legendary ref. Dude,
Yeah,
he's had some big matches.
he's one I would trust with my heart.
I am a fan of Brock Hardy. I still want Bo Bartlett to win, obviously, but like the way Brock Hardy's maturity that he handled like the potentially dangerous situation, he
Yeah.
made no excuses. He went out. He even said, he goes, look, he goes, I didn't do enough, and even if I got the takedown, there was no guarantee I would have ridden out and won. So
Yeah.
I think he handled that a lot better than other wrestlers would have, even some coaches. So
Yeah, that's true.
he's definitely earned a fan in me.
How do you
I'm
think Carter
still.
Strachey would have taken that?
I think Carter's a wild man, and if he was on any other team, like if Carter was at Iowa, he would be the biggest villain. Like people would be like, AJ Ferrari, who? Nah, Carter
Yeah, I've heard people
Strachey.
say that too.
Um,
AJ Ferrari, who?
but I'm still gonna go with my pattern of picking not Bo Bartlett because it's worked out so well. I think Jesse Mendez is gonna win 141. I think Ohio State has some really talented young studs in
Wait.
Buzakis.
You don't think Danny Puccina?
No, I actually was gonna go with Felix Latini.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wisconsin getting some love.
yeah.
Guy probably
Um,
not even from Wisconsin.
But I can see Jesse Mendez winning it. I think that, like I said, Ohio State with Buzakis, Mendez, and Feldman have a really good three-headed monster that they're going to be developing over the next few years. And Mendez is looking filthy. He's got a high pace. I think again he had a controversial loss to Bo Bartlett, so we'll see what happens. I think Ohio State is going to get their guys ready for Big Tens, and then Penn State might make the adjustments for nationals.
How many of Bo Bartlett's 9 lives has he already used?
Oh, he's used at least 5 of them.
I was going to say probably 10.
Yeah, he's used 10 of his 9 lives.
I mean, it would be really impressive if Bo Bartlett wins this, and that is something you shouldn't be saying about the number 1 seed.
How many slots are allocated for 141? 6?
I think 11, right?
Really? Wow.
11. Only 3 guys aren't making it.
This whole bracket is
3
going
guys
down.
are not making it, and it's probably Felix.
Send this whole bracket, man.
Could you imagine they just allocate 14 and it's like, cool. Do you even need to wrestle?
Weigh in and leave.
Yeah, weigh in and leave.
So drop a comment down below. Oh, so who are we picking, by the way?
So I am not picking Woods.
No.
Woods isn't even making the finals. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like Mitch Moore beat him at this point.
Well,
Like,
okay, all right.
Oh wait, Mitch Moore, wrong guy.
Yeah,
Danny Puccino. I wouldn't be surprised if Puccino beat him. I think you guys are hitting it in spot on. I think Jesse Mendez is going to be in the finals against hopefully Brock Hardy, and I think Hardy's going to take second again.
Yeah, I think Mendez is going to be coming too strong. He's got just a great pace, incredible hand fighting, great offense. I think that he's gonna get it done.
I'm gonna go a different approach than no one's gonna see coming. I'm gonna pick Bo Bartlett to win this.
Ooh.
Oh, blaspheme!
Picking the 1 seed, too easy.
So drop a comment down below who is winning 141. By the way, before we continue with 149, if you happen to be going to Big Tens, you might see Mike and I, not Mike Long, down below. Sorry.
I'm gonna be watching Big Tens with some wrestlers. We're having a hosting party, I guess, for our youth guys. We actually were just at the Penn State tournament for youth. All my young guys were taking pictures with like Kale and Bo Nickel was there. There was a whole clinic and everything. It's like, oh, who's at the clinic? Oh, Kyle Digg, Bo Nickel, Kyle Snyder, Jason Nolf, RBY, and I was like, geez, man, all these guys came straight there. Like, and then the next day was the tournament. Yeah, a lot of fun. And our guys got a private tour of the Penn State facility. They did stance in motion in the Penn State room.
Nice.
So super cool.
Great experience.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. It really helps out some of the young guys.
So if you happen to see Mike and I at Big Tens, feel free to come up and say hello.
They'll be
Hello.
wearing Cactus shirts even potentially.
Yeah, I think I'll wear mine. Why not?
I'll pack one of them.
Hell yeah,
Anyway, 149. Ridge Lovett just lost.
loser.
Throws a wrench in everything.
To Kyle Parker, though, who's not in the Big Ten.
But of all guys to lose to.
Yeah, I
Parker-
really wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest, but
Like-
again, another controversial match. The stalling. So who knows? It's just I guess you guys actually talked about this in a previous video. There's been too much ref interference this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say the reffing. What?
Yeah, right.
Unheard of.
Yeah, so we have 9 allocations for this weight class. Do you think that Kasich beats D'Amelio again?
I do.
Of course.
Yeah,
course.
I think Kasich wins the whole thing.
That's a bold claim there.
Goes
But
straight to doesn't even wrestle at nationals. Goes straight to winning a world championship. That's what I think.
so wait, but that means you're assuming Kasek's gonna get past Vandenbush
That's a tough one.
from
He's
Northwest.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've heard that guy's name. So I
kinda
think
crazy, though.
Emilio's gonna beat Kasek, though.
You think he's gonna beat him?
I think he's gonna reverse the result. D'Amelio's
I
great at being
love-
hot and cold. I
That's
think he's
fair.
gonna be
He
hot
did
for Big Tens, and
he did beat Jackson Arrington this year, who's like 4th ranks or something.
yeah, like I think D'Amelio's gonna beat Kasek, and then he's gonna like take Ridge Lovett to overtime, but lose.
I'm still impressed that Kasich had such a close match with Lovett when they had the duel.
Oh, that's true. That was pretty close.
I'm also surprised how low Rooks is.
Well, Rooks
Well,
hasn't
he-
been.
No, he wasn't. He's not the same guy he was last season.
Well, I mean, last season he had like 13 losses, but like,
Yeah, and
He just
but-
went on a great run.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was like, I don't even really think he was really that great. I think he just had a really good nationals. And
yeah,
his-
he showed up. He turned up for nationals and was like, "Let's go."
I just remember watching Shane Van Ness, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna lose to friggin' Graham Rooks.
He
Honestly,
should have
I
lost
wish-
that. He blew
I
it.
wish Brooks pulled it
That
off.
was the wildest tournament for Shane Van Ness.
You're
Yeah,
not thinking that was the wildest tournament for Graham Rooks?
I'm sure it was for him as well.
He was losing every match, and then he was beating Yanni, and then lost that one, of course.
That strategy should have been losing to Yanni and then beat instead.
He messed with the formula, and the formula fought back.
Oh, man.
Do you see it going any other way than Lovett Gomez rematch?
Yes.
I mean, that's the
How
thing.
so?
Gomez is great, but he also loses to guys where it's like, what? Last year at
excuse me,
Nationals,
he just beat Nick Lee.
I was about to say, I was
that's
like,
a whole
he's
different
kinda like-
style, different rule set, different scoring.
Doesn't matter. He took him down a bunch of times.
he
He threw him.
controversially won that as well, actually, I would say. And I'm surprised that the Team USA didn't make a challenge and have him down in parterre. But I could see Rachi taking out Gomez.
I wouldn't be completely shocked if that happened.
I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm predicting this. I could see it though.
Yeah.
I would say like 35% confidence.
35.
I think Gomez makes the finals, and I just don't
I
think
think it's-
he's gonna beat Lovett.
You
You
think
think
it's
so?
going to be like
He-
the last time Gomez and Lovett wrestled at Big Tens?
I don't think he goes for a toss right out the get go.
I think he wrestles smart this
He
time and
does.
actually tries to wrestle. Yeah, but if he
And that's what he did at Big Tens when he did pin Lovett in like a minute.
Funny enough, that's how he beat Nick Lee. Nick Lee went upper body with him.
Yeah. Smart
so
move,
maybe-
Nick Lee.
maybe-
Let's go upper body with the guy that loves to throw.
Well, Lovett just rode him like a dog, so he's just got to avoid going on bottom.
Well, you give up the takedown, it's hard to avoid.
I pick Reg Lovett here to win.
I'm going love it.
Yeah, I mean, despite losing to Parco, I think that Lovett's still the Mr. Consistency at this
Yeah.
weight. And he what, he won like 5-0 against Gomez, right?
No, he
Mm,
majored him, I thought.
yeah, I would say he it was pretty. I think it was like 14-4, something crazy. Let's
That's
see.
I mean,
not
he
what I
rode him
remember, but
really dominantly.
It was 11-4.
oh,
Almost a
11.
major.
I was
Almost.
pretty close. That was a pretty good guess.
That was a pretty good guess.
I
So
mean, that's the result that before that match, I wouldn't have been surprised if Gomez won 11-4.
So drop a comment down below for 149. And now, just like in the Big
Oh,
12
this
video, this way.
Yo, this weight. Holy crap. How many allocations are there for this? I hope a lot.
9.
That's it?
I know that feels like, yeah, but Michael North is even pretty tough though, and he's the 12. Isaac Wilcox is not allocated. This seems pretty
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, that Big Tens, you got uh uh you got
They
screwed
got
at this
screwed on
week.
this, I think. I mean, this week is absolutely crazy.
Hey, you got 3 undefeated guys in the top 3 seeds.
Levi Haynes could go against
not all.
either Trevor Chumbley or Joey Blaze to start.
Could
Both
you
have big
imagine
upset
Joey Blaze
potential.
goes upset train? Let's start this sucker.
No, dude.
Joey Blaze beat Ed Scott this year. Trevor Chumbley beat Meyer Shapiro this year. So both of them could give Levi a very close
Yeah, that'd be a
match,
pretty tough
potentially.
first match to start his tournament.
Then you have Will Luan versus Michael Blockus, which I
Well,
could
hold on.
also
Will Luan's
see.
first got to get through Wilcox.
Oh, that's true. And Will Luan, we always see going to overtime, so that's not even
I mean, I'm more confident Will Luan wins that, but still, that's not like an easy. He's got this, no problem.
yeah. Blockus has been the guy though. He has been really, really impressive.
I mean, he does have a couple losses though.
I thought you said he was undefeated.
No, I don't think so.
I did say that, but
Didn't he lose earlier in the
I
year?
think no. I think what I meant in his Big Ten matches, I think Blockus is undefeated, but his overall record is not.
I think he has one loss.
Yeah, and it's not to someone that's like a superstar either.
He has a loss to DJ McGee of George Mason, 4-2.
Oh, you mean number 25 on internet?
Hey, he's 22-4.
Wait a second. Does Michael Blockus also fight MMA?
No, he did. He graduated, decided to fight MMA, and then came back.
Because I was like, someone mentioned that to me, and I was like, no. That's he
He
wrestles.
fought at
He
least
doesn't-
a fight before
Yeah.
coming back. So
Wild.
yeah. So but yeah, Brayton Lee undefeated. Blockus, I'm pretty sure is undefeated in his Big Ten duels.
Honestly, though, I see Brayton Lee losing to Saldate.
Saldate's coming
What
tough,
do you
dude.
think he's gonna beat Swa?
Swah.
Yeah, he'll beat he'll beat Swa. I don't mean to laugh, but I've just never heard of Swa before. Sorry.
An Illinois guy that's probably not from Illinois.
Yeah,
Brayton
never,
Lee is 6-0 on the year. I don't know if he.
What makes you think he's not gonna be the guy?
Jay Saldate had a really close match with Levi Haynes.
But he
That's amazing.
lost.
Yeah, but that's what makes me think that he can go with some of these top guys.
Brayton Lee's undefeated.
He hasn't wrestled Chase Saldate.
He's beaten
He also
Will
was the
Luan.
number 1 ranked guy to start the season last year.
Yeah, but that's
He's beaten Joey Blaze 4-2, Isaac Wilcox 4-2, and Will Luan 2-1 this year.
None of those are overly impressive. No offense.
He knows how to score 4 or less points a match.
Yeah. God help him if Chase Saldate gets up to 4.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I see Saldate with the upset here. What about this one, Franek versus Rob?
I'm going Peyton.
That sucks for
Rob.
both of them that happened so soon.
Peyton Rob, I'm going with.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Mike's a known Iowa lover, so
Yeah. Well, did they wrestle? Or no, who did Franek wrestle? He wrestled Blockus.
Franek beat Rob in the duel 5-4.
Okay, that's one. Yeah, so they did wrestle. I'm gonna go with the reversal here. I think Peyton Robb is the
I don't know,
better
every
wrestler.
time
in
I
my
pick
opinion.
Peyton Robb to win,
He
he
loses,
does.
yeah. Fucking guy.
So
Brannick looked really good against Teague Travis.
The way he got worked
last
by
week.
Levi Haynes, though, makes me think that he's open to getting worked by Peyton Robb. I mean, not worked, but I think Peyton Robb could beat him.
The problem is both of them got worked by Levi Haynes. I don't really feel
Yeah.
confident in either of them beating him. I almost feel like Joey Blaze has a better chance of upsetting
Joey
Levi.
Blaze probably does have a better chance.
I think Levi Haynes is like the most confident I felt picking somebody so far.
I think if it's not Levi winning this, I could see Blockus potentially upsetting him.
Blockus going 2 for 2 on those Big Ten titles.
Or you could see if Saldati upsets Lee and then he'll wrestle Blockus. If Saldati makes the finals, he could wrestle Levi Haynes.
Yeah, we could have a Saldate Blaze finals.
I think that'd be cool.
So drop a comment down below who's winning 157. Wild, wild way. Wait. All right.
At the start of the season, Blockus, I really didn't think was going to be like an entity again. I thought it was like, oh yeah, I know he All-American last year and all, but I don't think he's going to really improve upon that. And now he is seeming like he might actually be in contention. So
65, there's 10 for this weight class. And hey, we'll see Messenbrink versus Caliendo, maybe, because Cam Amin is the 6. I honestly don't want to see Amin versus Messenbrink again.
He beat him like a dog, dude.
that was
Caliendo at least took him down at the end and showed some
Yeah.
sign of wrestling. This was just embarrassing.
Cam Amin was like really trying to get his steps in, just like by stalling.
I'm just happy that
trying to
Cam
get
Amin's
his Fitbit on his wrist.
Yeah, dude. He was doing the backwards mile. I told you that, like, we commented about in another video. Some guy's like, I counted his steps. It was like 243 before he took his first step forward. I'm like, dude, first off, too much time in your hands. Second, that's insane.
143.
It was like some ridiculously high number. I'm like, that's insane, guy.
I'm just happy Cam Amin's on the opposite side as Hamidi because I don't think Hamidi's ever beaten Cam Amin. So
He's got a mental block against him.
yeah,
'Cause
so
I think Hamidi's the better wrestler, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
this is the matchup I want to see because I think Hamidi could definitely give Messenbrink his first career loss.
But you don't think that Caliendo could do that?
I think it's possible, but not. I don't know. We haven't seen Messenbrink really wrestle the same guy multiple times, so maybe guys kind of figure him out.
Oh,
But
that's true.
there's
Yeah,
not really
figure him
much
out
to
well.
figure out. It's like he's just going to come at you
So wait, you don't think Trelly's going to go on an upset train?
against Hamidi. I don't think so.
No.
No.
I mean, I could kind of see it.
Against Dean Hamidi, he's so good.
Yeah, but I could see it.
He's going to lose to Messenbrink.
He's going to beat Fish.
You think he'll beat Fish?
I mean, yeah, Fish is a round of 12 guy, but I think Trelly will beat Fish.
People tend to forget Dean Hamidi. He's like a high bonus scoring guy. Like he puts up points.
Yeah, what's his bonus percentage this year?
His bonus percentage is 84%,
It's pretty good.
and he's 24-1.
Pretty good.
So 25 matches, 84% are bonus.
His one
Okay.
loss of the season is David Carr, 2-0. He beat Antrell Taylor 7-2.
Well, hey, he also lost at the All-Star Classic, so
He actually has a higher bonus percentage than Mitch Messenbrink.
No.
well, that's because Messenbrink blew that one bonus point match.
Yeah, he
Give him
did.
a late takedown.
Against
Messenbrink's got
Caliendo.
19 wins, 0 losses, almost a 74% bonus percentage.
Hamidi
See.
also only beat
Man.
Caleb Fish 5-3. So
True. The
hey,
Fish.
win's a win.
Hey,
Wins a win.
Trelly could do it.
I think Hamidi Messenbrink is the destined finals, and I'm
most
picking
likely.
Hamidi.
I mean, I also wouldn't be shocked if Caliendo pulled it off.
This guy.
This guy with his Fire Nation shirt.
Known Iowa lover Mike McKeever's at it again.
Okay, Mike Zuko.
I think Caliendo could knock off Messenbrink. I think he also could potentially knock off Hamidi.
Just be
I
prepared
was
for
just
the
saying insane
hateful
things.
comments you're gonna get for that comment.
Hey, everyone loves my prognostication skills.
They
Yeah.
So
do. That's what they say all the time.
that's what they say.
Yeah.
I
You
think
can't argue
Messenbrink
that.
is going to have his first real test. Not that other guys haven't been, but I think this will be like, hey, like, how good are you really?
Yeah.
And
What do you think the score is going to be against Stony Buell?
7-0. I don't know. I
7. The score is just going to be 7.
they'll just be like, yeah,
They didn't even bother putting the other guy's points.
I have
It's
Messenbrink
just
winning.
7.
Yeah, get this match going.
So comment down below. I know Mike Long's picking Messenbrink. Mike, who you picking?
I'm
He's picking
gonna
Caliendo.
go Kelly.
Of course he is. It's the postseason. He's got to get one wild prediction right. It's got to happen.
It happens every year.
Yeah. So 74, is Carter going to wrestle? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Even though
don't think he
he got a
needs to.
statement, and so did Kale.
Yeah, and it made it
It
sound
really
like
doesn't
he has
sound
another
like
week
it.
to rest. Which
Yeah, it basically sounds like, all right, we entered him. He's going to default out, which is going to be just one loss, and then
which is a real shame because look who's number 8 right there for the take.
oh yeah, right. And that would be his first match. That'd be Carter's
mortal-
first match.
His mortal enemy.
That
Could you
is
imagine if Carter steps out there to wrestle? Like he's like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go. And then Denell Washington beat him.
he would only do that if Denell actually beat Andrew Sparks though, because he's not going to waste his time wrestling Andrew Sparks.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I saw a report like
the
even
coach.
mentioned.
Let me take on Denell.
I saw a report that was like, Carter Starachi actually has one more year of eligibility, and I'm like, that's not a good sign that he's going to wrestle.
Yeah, no, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, that kind of sounds like a career, and not career,
it's
season-ending injury there with that
super
article.
serious when you're saying it like that.
Also, so if Carter doesn't wrestle, that means the winner of Sparks Washington is in the semis.
Yeah. Oof.
which for this weight class, by the way, 8
Auto qualify.
allocations.
Yeah, it means you automatically qualify by just winning your first match.
Yeah. Which is a shame because we could see Edmund Ruth versus or Rocco Welsh against Starachi. Welsh gave him a very close match, and I would have loved to see Ruth against Starachi. I think that could be a close
I
matchup
think
too.
Honestly, I think Welsh is making the finals.
You think so?
Well, with Carter being injured, yeah.
I mean, this is a worthy.
Welsh would wrestle Shane Griffith in the semis. Then everyone would just slide up potentially.
No one slides up
because Carter's not going to default out. Yeah, he's going to
injury defaults out, so the bracket stays the same. So Welsh is gonna, I think, gonna beat Edmund Ruth and then beat Washington and get in the finals.
I don't know if he's there to beat Ruth.
You don't think so?
I mean, I could definitely see it, but yeah.
And is Welsh not strong?
They all know. Everyone that wrestles him just talks about. He's such a freak athlete, and it's very much like his brother. Another Penn State great, who was just like super athletic. They're like, dang, like he's so hardworking. He's got such a motor. He's just a complete.
Isn't Ed Ruth his coach?
Yeah.
Well, it was not anymore.
I don't.
Oh, he's not anymore. Okay.
I don't think so.
This I think is kind of an underwhelming semis because beat him down.
I think Turley could knock off Kennedy.
No, I don't think so.
I do.
I'm going to predict Edmund Ruth versus Patrick Kennedy in the finals.
You think Kennedy's going to beat Griffith?
Yeah.
Really?
After he got beat down by Griffith early in the year?
Yeah, but Griffith only almost lost to Walsh. I mean, I think that Patrick Kennedy has
that's to Welsh. This is a guy he just tore up on.
He rode him like a dog.
What was the final of that score? That was
like 12-0 or something.
Yeah, it was like Griffith has not been winning bonus. He's not been winning big. He's been winning all these close matches. And then he gets Patrick Kennedy and he just spanks him. And it was just like
11-1. It was 11-1.
I don't think Griffith's losing to Kennedy.
I think it was a 12-1. I think I'm just pulling it up now.
12. Yeah, same difference.
That whole extra point.
Yeah, a lot closer match now that you.
Shane Griffith will be Big Ten champion, and then what will that mean for seedings for the NCAA tournament. If Carter takes 2 losses, I mean, he's not in the RPI right now. In the coaches rank, he's obviously number 1. He could slip to like maybe number 5
Dang.
or 4. I mean, 4 and 5 doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, if Carter's healthy, it shouldn't make a difference at all.
Yeah, but the path to get there, especially if he has a semi weakened knee, will make it a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, if Mackay wins, he'll probably be the 1. Griffith would probably be the 2.
Which means Mackay isn't making the finals because he's got Carter in the semis.
Well, I mean, it's not a foregone
Necessarily.
conclusion that Carter's going to be healthy enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, all I'm saying is Spencer Lee and Yanni both won national titles with no ACL. Carter's even, as bad as them. Is he saying he's not as much of a man as an Iowa and Cornell wrestler?
Yeah, but we don't even know if it's an ACL injury, right?
No, we have no idea. I'm just joking around too. I think
No, he was being dead serious.
Yeah.
You can roast him. That's okay.
Carter, if you're out there watching this video,
You're gonna be on his dartboard
So wait.
with a
That's it.
Who are we
picture of
picking to
your
win that
face
bracket?
right next to DJ Washington.
I think you guys are picking Shane Griffith, and I'm gonna pick.
Well, actually, I don't know about that. I think I might be picking Welsh.
I'm gonna pick Edmund Ruth.
I think I'm going to put Welsh over Griffith.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't go bottom, he wins that match, in my opinion. There's
Yeah,
so
I
many.
think Welsh Griffith is going to be the final, and I think Welsh is going to beat him.
There's so many times.
Unless
where I'm
Carter wrestles, in which case, I don't.
Eh?
I mean, maybe a 100% Welsh can beat a not 100% Carter. Maybe.
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 I hate seeing coaches be like, "Oh yeah, we're going down because like that's what we're supposed to do."
By the way, I don't know this answer.
I didn't do that in the postseason. I chose top for some of my guys, and my guys would end up pinning the guy. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I can't. I've seen it with Division One coaches, and it's like, oh man, like it's this. It's why
you
in my
need that
opinion,
1 point, but your
Taco
guy's
Welsh
not
lost.
good on bottom.
Yeah, and when you have a guy that's great on top, like Shane Griffith is, why take the chance? You were, in my opinion, doing better on your feet.
Yeah, and a
Moving
guy
your
can
foot
stall
in the
without getting a stall call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By the way, I don't
It's
know
a-
the answer
Be a
to
whole nother
this.
video later.
I don't know the answer to this. But are there any 4-time Big Ten champions from Penn State?
Alex Marinelli of Iowa.
David Taylor? No,
Wait, who would David Taylor have lost to?
that's what I'm thinking.
No, I don't think David Taylor. I don't think he lost a Big Ten title
Let's see.
because his freshman year, his only loss was like to Bubba Jenkins.
Ed Ruth, David Taylor. Let's see. I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, Ed Ruth makes sense.
Ed Ruth, David Taylor.
Is that it?
Because Nolf lost to Imar.
Yeah.
The Senshiro Abe, Kerry McCoy, Zane Rutherford.
Oh, now we're going way back,
Oh, Zane did it.
like 40 years ago.
Eric Bradley, Phil Davis, Morgan McIntosh,
Ooh, Phil Davis.
Really?
Frank Molinaro, Bo Nickel,
Frank Molinaro pulled it off 4 times.
Quentin Wright. This doesn't seem right. I feel like I don't remember Bo Nickel winning 4 titles.
He definitely didn't. He lost to Miles Martin in the Big Ten finals, didn't he?
No, that was the NCAA finals.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
but
true.
in the
I
Big
think-
Ten finals too, 1 year.
No, he beat him in the Big Ten finals.
1 year, Miles Martin beat him in the Big Ten finals.
I don't think he ever beat him at the Big Ten finals.
I'm going to pull it up now. We're going to
Big
get to the
Ten.
bottom of this.
I
Bo
don't think
Nickel is a 3-time Big Ten champ. He took bronze as a sophomore.
Oh.
So
Because
that
he
list
lost to
was
Miles Martin.
yeah. So
Who's the better Rogatsky?
Well, yeah. Anyway, that was just a side note. 184.
Ryder.
Ryder Regatta number 4, Bernie Truex number 3. Salazar's beaten Pinto this season, so that's why he's the 1.
I love that Pinto and Truex are on the same side because that means Truex is not making the finals.
I don't know though. He almost came back against Pinto in the duel.
Controversial loss, as usual. Refs getting involved.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think there was really any call there, but
I wouldn't be surprised if Truex lost to Lane Malswiski.
I would be. Didn't he beat him up in the duel? I'm pretty sure he.
I don't care. I wouldn't be surprised if Truex lost to anybody.
Mike throws out all logic when it comes to the postseason. He's beaten him before. Nah, he'll turn it around this time.
That's me too.
I'll turn it around this time.
It's the postseason.
Hey, some guys turn it up. Truex does not.
Lane
So
Moss.
Donovan
Oh,
actually-
all right.
so
To give you
Donovan.
credit, he beat him 4-2 in the duel. Bernie's beat
I'm
him
not
4-2.
talking crazy.
You're not. You're not.
Like, I would not be surprised if Truex lost to him. I'm not saying Truex will, but like, I'm not going to be surprised if that goes down. Although I was surprised to see Saldano so low.
I think something important to note is
I was to
Aiden
say Soldano
Riggins.
is a low.
Aiden Riggins. So Gabe Arnold has kept his red shirt intact. So
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to have him go out at 84. Like, he's
Old
not going to be
strategy. I don't know.
He's not going to be.
he could have won this weight class, maybe.
Honestly, I don't think he's beaten Pinto.
Yeah, I don't think he'd beat Pinto.
Yeah, Pinto's probably my pick to win this. I was surprised he lost to Salazar
Yeah, I
in the
was saying.
duel. I think
I
he
also
rights
picked
that
Pinto.
ship.
Despite Salazar beating Pinto, I was surprised Salazar had the 1 seed.
I was surprised Pinto lost to Salazar, and I also am picking him to win.
Who you
Although,
picking to be in the finals against Pinto?
Rogotsky could always pin Salazar.
Oh yeah, Rogatski's got that
Rogatski has
upset potential.
has that pinning potential.
But can he get past Aiden Riggins?
Yeah,
Yes, he can.
Yeah, because Aiden Riggins ain't doing anything at this tournament.
So
What is it? Top 8?
7 or wait,
7.
8.
Yeah, top 8.
the Ocho.
So
The
drop a
Ocho.
comment down below for 184. We got 2 weights left. 197.
Riggins ain't making it then. That's 100%.
I got this is like 197 is the most confident weight I feel with Brooks.
Yeah,
This is only top 7.
I mean, I would like to see Glazier upset Jackson Smith. That's a tough task.
Yeah, Jackson Smith's been real good.
Just because Glazier gave Brooks a really close match. I know Jackson Smith also wrestled Brooks tough.
I think.
What about the returning Big Ten champion Silas Allred?
Nah, Brooks just toyed with him in the
Yeah,
duel.
no, he ain't doing it.
He's not gonna do it.
No way. Allred, he got teched by freaking what's his face? Beard.
Oh, that's it.
Well, Beard's really good.
Oh, do you think Poznansky could knock off Smith?
I thought maybe earlier in the year, but he's taken a lot of losses this season.
I've seen Jackson Smith has been really impressive. I mean, his loss to Aaron Brooks has been the only time that I'm like, oh, well, he's a human. But Aaron Brooks is on that different level. I really feel confident this 1 and 2. Maybe Zach.
I have a feeling it's going to be Smith on Brooks.
Yeah,
especially because Smith is at home.
I think Aaron is going to score as many points in the finals as he decides he wants to.
Hey, Smith, Maryland, he's home.
Yeah.
He's making the finals. He's going to be the pride of Maryland.
He's got the advantage.
Home field advantage.
That's true. I'm still picking my boy Glazier to make the finals, but
despite that,
yeah. And then 285. You can see here, no Ben Keeter. Bradley Hill is in. So
how is Bradley Hill seated that high?
I mean, he's
Iowa effect.
Iowa effect. Riggins was 13. Teskey was 14.
That's only for certain guys,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hill got that many wins. Who won between Hill and Nash?
Hill. Yeah, he did.
Hill beat Nash, right? It was yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that Feldman beats Davison again?
No.
Ooh,
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
He stole that match.
Yeah. I was surprised because Feldman really hadn't done anything huge up to that point. He's like, oh, he beat the 26th ranked guy, and it's like, oh, nice win, 2-1, that's hard work, that's grinding it out. and he beats Lucas Davison. And I'm like, okay, what's going on now?
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I think Davison's going to beat Feldman for sure. I also think Seth Nevels is going to upset Slavikowski.
Honestly, I was disappointed in Slavikowski because, no offense, he lost to Penn State's backup 197.
He also got upset last year at the IWAs when he was with Harvard. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I think Nevels is going to knock off Slavikowski, and then it's going to be Nevels on Kirk.
It's just that Maryland effect,
Yeah, Maryland at those upper weights, they're like, yeah, let's do this.
And then Seth Nevels, he knows Kirk, and he's
Yeah.
going to be like, I'm going to use that Penn State training for those
that inside
many years
knowledge track I got here.
To win it all.
to win it all. So I know we all made a video about how Penn State is in trouble for Big Tens, and if Carter doesn't wrestle, do they still win this tournament? Do you guys still think they still win this?
Probably.
I would say so. I mean, maybe Nebraska if everything goes right, and that means
Yeah,
Levi
they would
Haynes
need
goes down.
legitimately.
That means Braden Davis doesn't wrestle well. I mean,
They need Van D to do well. Yeah,
Van D beats Nagao. Yeah,
You would need Brock Hardy to also win.
yeah, they'd need Hardy in the finals at a minimum.
Peyton Robb to have to go on a bit of a run.
Yeah,
Peyton Robb would
they
have to
need their
probably
good
beat
guys to
Levi.
do really, really well.
There's just too much up
So
against.
who we picking to take second?
Honestly, with this lineup that Iowa put out, I'm not picking Iowa as number 2.
It's going to be tough for Iowa.
I mean, Ohio State's not in bad position.
Yeah, that's true.
They have a lot of guys that seated pretty high.
Michigan could potentially be up there too.
Nebraska,
I would
like
probably
Nebraska's
pick
not gonna
Michigan
pull
as
it off.
number 2. I think Shane Griffith's going to win it. That's going to boast well from them. Davison, I think, is probably going to make the finals. And then
What Ragusan they got as a 1 seed, but I don't know that he's going to do that well. Cam Amin's going to place, but
He could do pretty
Gomez
well.
could potentially do well.
Yeah, Gomez in the finals helps. Lemley could do really well.
Ragusan could win it. He's favored to win it. I don't know.
I'd say Michigan probably on paper is the favorite to take second.
Iowa might be like number 4 or 5.
I don't know about 5. Oh,
Could you imagine Iowa takes 4th at Big Tens
Because
and
Nebraska, Ohio State, and
yeah.
Michigan could
Michigan.
beat Iowa. That
I
would
guess
be a
Bill
bad
doesn't take
showing.
7th, then they don't have him for nationals.
If Ohio State shows out with their 3 redshirt freshmen, and you have 2 champs and a finalist, and 3 finalists, that's gonna be big points.
Well, and Rocco Welsh.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, they could really show out, and then
Geog could do well ish.
I think he could maybe make it. I don't know about how well he'd do, but
Yeah.
it's gonna come down to placers and wrestlebacks. It's the same, big tournament as always.
It's the Big Ten.
It's the Big Ten, 14 schools.
Oh yeah.
So drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And if you're going this weekend, be on the lookout for Mike and I. And, one last final shout out to Andrew Lischke. I don't think he gets enough recognition for that state open title.
Doing big things in the high school level.
It's the 15-year anniversary. If no one's gonna say it, then we sure as heck are. So
I mean, I watched the 30 for 30 on the 2009 State Open on Andrew Lischke. It was amazing. Like it changed my whole perspective.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how you could miss it.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching Cactus Wrestling.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.